Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. There you go, broke the trend line yesterday, and again, this could carry on for a little while. We talked about Solana looked strong, but was not able to really, on a sustained basis, break above the previous high, and it looked choppy. Yeah, I highlighted how it looked corrective, so don't be surprised if it does the ABC here, which it might be doing now, but it's a bit too early to confirm. It would really now need to break below the last, what I labeled here as a wave 2 low. Yeah, so we had the direct bullish breakout count, which I was a little bit skeptical about anyway, due to the choppy nature of the advance here, but still a possibility. It pulled back to the trend line, lost it again, and yeah, now the next support is probably going to be, let me see, also because it lost the 2430 level. Now that is a bit of a problem. Remember when we were down here, we broke above the trend line, we highlighted resistance here, and the target, as soon as we would break 2430, was the previous high. We did that and came back and lost it all again. That's always a sign that this is just an ABC, and it's also not really of a surprise that the B wave was very strong, because as you know, when I highlight these things, if you have here the overall A wave as a three-wave structure, ABC, then it can mean that the B wave is very sharp, very strong. Yeah, B wave, and then the C wave down. Maybe, and that's a bit too early to say, maybe it develops something like an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, you sometimes get this here, but it would then need to push against the ceiling again, and then it can break out, yeah. But the way inverse head and shoulders can be continuation patterns, they don't have to be appearing at the end of a downtrend. No, they can also appear towards the end of an uptrend to lead to to lead to continuation of the uptrend, right? But either way, that's a bit too early to talk about really. Concern, or what we need to note now, is that we drop below the critical support of 2430, and that it looks like we're coming down. A bit too early to confirm that, but be aware. If this is a B wave, this can take a while really to play out. It is what it is. That's why I always highlight to you, and I know I do highlight it at the moment in nearly every video of every coin, but it is what it is, and I have to highlight it. If something looks choppy, if something looks corrective, be aware of possible headwinds. Yeah, that's often when people say, it's manipulated, the whales do it all, but it's not. It's, well, to a degree maybe, but they surely, then the comments never come, they do it here, right? It's just different cycles. This was impulsive. This is all still corrective. When you have the feeling that the whales are manipulating something, or something is not quite right with the chart, then it's most likely a B wave. And a B wave is something that, I try to avoid it. If you don't want to avoid it, at least be aware that a B wave gives you headwinds. Yeah, it is hard to target and hard to trade. And why is that the case? Because B waves can be very nasty, because they can overshoot. For example, here in a B wave, even now, we still need to be ready that it could rally to $30. It's getting unlikely now, obviously, as it's coming down, but still, as a B wave, the potential is there that it rallies to the 1.38 retracement of the A wave. It's possible, okay? Because they can be to a degree unpredictable. But it might be that we've now turned. Unfortunately, due to the structure, we can't really say until we break below that wave 2 low here at 2213. And if we break below, then we probably have some more support here in this region around $20 where we had support before. And if we lose that as well, then we finally, and then it would have been worth the wait, get into the region here in green that I've had on the chart for a while now, between $17.36 and $12. Again, a coin where I always told you I'm not happy really with the structure, because it didn't really touch. It missed it by a few cents. It didn't touch the 38.2 retracement here, which always gives you the impression of something unfinished. But again, we need to see. First of all, from here, be aware, because it's probably something corrective, a B wave. This can still rally to $30 from here. So resistance is 24.30, 26.80 and $30. Even in a B wave it can. Only really above that level we have to assume that we're already in a third wave in something very bullish. And if we now take out the wave 2 low at 22.16, there's a good chance to retest the $20 range and then come into this region between 12 and 17.36. And if we do that, this would then be the or mark the completion of the wave 2, and it would ideally. And if we turn around here, I mean this would be a great long-term entry point, accumulation point. Yeah, looking at it time-wise, if I'm looking at the entire length here to the peak on the 30th of January as a wave 1, then I mean this is still within the scope of, I mean this could now at some point finish, right? Because what you normally say that a wave 2 takes sort of the time 60%, 62% to 100% of the wave 1. Of course it can be a bit longer, but it shouldn't be much shorter. And therefore you can see here, had the wave 2 been finished here, those, for a lot of the coins that turned around here already, they turned around a little too early, and maybe that's why they now come down again. So yeah, starting to look interesting here. It's very choppy at the moment. Again, I can only highlight it again. Perfect environment for a grid bot. I still have my bot running, and yeah, I might need to, depending on what it does now, might need to bring down the range again a little bit. We'll see. But other than that, it's still in the range, and I'm happy with it. And I'll keep you updated. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.